It's the Todd and Don Show. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Simon, right?
Yes.
Julio the burger flipper.
Yeah.
Down by the schoolyard.
Paul Simon's going to make a comeback.
Here are the phone numbers, 836-0590, toll-free 877-590-5525.
Cash in.
And straight to the celebrity hotline. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Kinky Friedman. How are you, sir?
Good morning. Todd?
Yes.
How are you? Don? How you
Yes,
guys?
sir. How are you?
We're doing wonderful. Now, from what I understand, you are considering running for governor in 2010.
I'm right where Kay Bailey is, actually. We're, hold the wedding. We haven't formally announced or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it very, very seriously. And I guess to be legitimate, you have to have some kind of PAC committee or exploratory committee, apparently, are the rules, and you have to have a treasurer. And then you can go from there. We have neither at this point. But
well, I mean, you say you're serious about it. Are you serious about it?
I am serious about it in a odd way. I've always been serious about it. I mean, I think what we have with Kay and Rick really is a battle of the cheerleaders going on, and I think there's a rising tide of populism in this state, and it's an angry tide.
Yeah.
And I think I like the way the Democratic Party is moving. I think they're moving away from just being a reflection of the Republicans. I'm not talking about nationally. I'm talking about in Texas.
In these times, do you think you're what we need in this state?
Well, I certainly think we need somebody that is a man of the people and that's for the people. I mean, I think the people are the ones here that are being shortchanged. And I don't think anybody would argue with me about utility rates and property taxes.
Yeah, but Kinky...
And insurance premiums, and on and on and on.
Yeah, but Kinky, for generations, you have been someone that people were entertained by and enjoyed, and people truly love you.
Absolutely.
Why would you want to be a politician so that everybody hates you?
Well, that's the debate right now.
What is wrong with you?
In my head, you're right. That's exactly it. So it's either... I'm kind of thinking, Texas, I'm going to give you one more chance here. I think running as an independent, while it was I don't know, it was a good thing to do, but it wasn't the right thing to do strategically.
You know, here's the thing, Kinky. The people out there listening right now are desperate. We are so sick and tired of being ripped off by our politicians. Right. Our political heroes fail us daily. And we need someone who talks common sense thoughts and has common sense ideas like yourself. But I think a lot of people look at you and think this whole thing is just a publicity stunt and a joke. We don't need that right now. We don't need someone we'd love to sucker punch us with a joke.
We do need humor, though.
We do need humor.
We do need humor.
I'm serious, Kinky. If you're serious about this, get serious about it.
Well, I think that's well spoken. And I'd also point right away, since I am a Democrat, would be running as a Democrat, that if Al Franken can be serious, I can be serious. I mean, here's a guy who is now Senator Franken. So, I mean, this can be done, and there is so much weariness and fatigue with Rick Perry, I believe, who is just, I hate to say it, I'm not saying bad things about the guy. I'm just saying that it's really time to win. I mean, it is time to win. And the Democrats are now the majority of the voters in Texas, and that's not counting the independents and the rural folks, who I consider to be my base. I mean, those are the people I really relate to. If you could put those two together, I think you'd have a win, and I think it'd be very, very good for the people of Texas.
Well, I'm going to say what everybody is thinking right now. People that like you, people that like the things you say. You have great sound bites, and you have great ideas. They love your books. They love your music. They love you. They want someone like you to lead this state. I'm going to be honest and tell you exactly what they're thinking. Get rid of the hat. Get rid of the cigar. Get rid of the leather jacket. Put on a suit and tie, and become one of those politicians if you're serious about it. I'm asking you, please do it.
Well, okay, this is a great decision. Whether clothes make the man here,
Well, it does. You know it does. It's
a shame, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. That's what I'm saying. We need someone to take this seriously.
Kinky, isn't it going to be extremely hard to raise money right now? What does it cost to win the governor's seat? What would that cost you?
Lord, I don't know.
Isn't that a shame that we have to talk about what it would cost you to become governor?
Well, that's how it works.
Isn't that sick and twisted in a way? You know?
Yeah.
What is that going for?
It's sad. I talked to a fellow in the legislature from El Paso, Elliot Shapley, last week, a Democrat. But he was telling me about this Trans-Texas corridor situation. I mean, this point out just a little example, very quickly. And they called in the Sintra boys who were behind it, the Spanish corporation or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And they asked them, a question was asked them, and this was just this month. The question was asked, the 50-year lease, in the last 5 years of that lease, what would a farmer in Texas have to pay to drive 10 miles in the last 5 years of the lease? And they said, well, it would take us some time to compute that. And the legislature said, well, we've got time. What is it?
Yeah.
And they computed it, and it's $15. So it's $15 for a Texan to drive 10 miles in his own state.
Yeah, it'll cost that farmer who probably lost his property in the process. He'll have to pay $15.
Now, Kinky,
this is the deal Rick Perry's been touting for years now. One of the deals, and all the others are just as unkosher as that. Yeah. I mean, this is he's just. I don't think he's on the side of the people.
Well, every time the name Rick Perry comes up, the only thing I can think about is toll roads, DPS,
and crow's feet,
and the governor's mansion burning. DPS not watching the place.
Mm-hmm.
I think but I also think
$10,000 mansion right now.
Right. But what I'm saying is there are so many things that he has to overcome. This has got to be a jump shot, easy election for you or Kay Bailey.
Well, here's the way I look at it. I think you're dead right. I think it's sad that cosmetic things like holding a cigar. I mean, I can get rid of the cigar.
Yeah, but your name is on the.
What kind of suit would you prefer that I wear?
Now that's your own brand of cigar, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kinky Cigar.
There you go.
Hey, Kinky, we're running.
That's one way I make a living.
Yeah.
Kinky, we're running out of time. Give us your web address.
KinkyFriedman.com is one way to contact us, and I'll be at I guess Friday night at Heroes and Legacies.
Very good. Over in the Arboretum.
At 6:30, come by, and we'll talk one-on-one to anybody that has any questions. That's the way I like to do it anyway.
Save the world, Kinky. Save the world.
Kinky Friedman on the Todd and Don Show on KLBJ.